Who are all these people following me now? Okay, we're back. We're gonna do the investigation now. Perfect timing. Sweet. Okay, we're back. We're gonna do the investigation. Enough fucking around. My throat doesn't hurt as much anymore. I actually needed that half-hour break to chill. As much as I fucking love playing this game. I needed to chill out for a bit. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Hello. Why am I passed out on the floor of the gymnasium?
Ah!
Oh! You're finally awake. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I'd carry you back here.
Well.
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Oh yeah. Corpse. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw? It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Thanks, man. Great sympathy. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body, and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just
she's
give
dead.
up.
Wow, he hates me. You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Literally just did.
What?
He passed out. Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if we go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, you remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong!
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates the school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
Huh? What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying. Right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong!
Nope. Sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. Oh, how's the, static? It's not static anymore, is it? I think it's just a case of unplugging it and plugging it back in again. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, confusion. Yeah, I think it's fine now. Excellent. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It's amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Everything he says is funny. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb, that's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. These poor students, the trauma. Yeah, it's, these are children, right? They're all what? 18? I can't imagine. These are kids, let's face it, going through this shit. Their brains have not fully developed, and now they probably never will.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey,
You're super
come
naive.
on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps...
You were referring to rule number 6 of the school regulation. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you cannot be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo. It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Music peak.
Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
I can't wait for the class trial music. That shit slaps.
Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? It fits so perfectly with the atmosphere. It really does make it that much better. What's happening? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution.
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is... execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you! Implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Monokuma's such a poet. He really has a way with words, doesn't he? Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind.
Hey!
Wait! Hold on a second.
The hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that.
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? Oh, here it comes. I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
What?
about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be part of this.
I
Don't be so
believe
selfish.
it.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing before me here. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. The best fucking scene. I love this scene so fucking much. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gunyer.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shut wide open. Just like that. She never moved again. Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure what happened there. Because like I said, I never played chapter 6. So I'm assuming this gets explained. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know. I don't know how much I should say. I guess I should probably just say I know who the mastermind is. I got sport. Okay. I do know who it is. So I might as well just get that out the way now, because I was debating whether or not I should like pretend that I didn't know who it was, but I know who it is. I found out pretty early on actually. It's very difficult to look at anything Danganronpa without seeing that. Also, my batteries are dying again. Well, I don't know, because I saw this, but then I also know what happens, but I don't know how we get there. Does that make sense? I mean, I don't really like the idea of lying to you. So it was probably be more fun to find out who it was, but what the? I don't. This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right? Wait, what promise?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
You mind, piece of shit.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
What's this? Junko's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears. Yep. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who up until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. Fucking me. She just died, that's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die you don't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. What a dick. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in particular. Or the death in question, sorry. I'd like to call it...
It's
the Monokuma file.
Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing. So, you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then.
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared again. I'm gonna connect my mouse again, I guess. If I can find a fucking hole to put it in. We die. We die painfully. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. What was I gonna ask? I can't remember. I don't know. She's dead, I guess. Whatever. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. Yeah, I was gonna say, about the whole surprise and shock on her face thing that you mentioned. Yeah. She said something interesting. This wasn't supposed to. That's just fascinating to me, because obviously I know who it is. So it's just the fact that it wasn't supposed to- what do you mean it wasn't supposed to happen? We didn't plan for this? What do you mean, fam? What are you saying? I'll be interested to find out what she means by that. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. Leave me alone. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. I trust you, Kyoko. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say! Especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. So we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. Junko is dead on the floor. What other choice do we have? We're just ignoring bleeding corpse. Right there in the corner, bleeding corpse. Like, she's just dead. She's just dead. Spears sticking out of her. Hedgehog. What is happening? Pincushion. Why is no one... Like, move her body or something. Put a blanket over her. Jesus Christ. Left her to... It's so undignified. I can't get over it. Just the absolute lack of urgency. No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone keeps repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. They're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Ah, everybody just appeared. Jesus Christ, where'd you guys come from? Junko? You good, mate? I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but... She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries, after losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? That means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real?
Let me out of here!
Hell no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's
You're
your
just
problem?
now accepting that? I'm gonna talk to your fucking annoying ass. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what this ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. It's really not fair.
Are you serious?
Yeah, poor hero. He's too dumb to be in a game like this. Probably why he's such an easy target for everybody. So, we're really gonna try and find out who did it? Yeah, you wouldn't want that, would you?
Oh.
So you finally noticed. He does look like Dan, doesn't he? He really does. I'd have that thought myself. That they're kind of similar hairstyles. I figured Dan would probably like him.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah.
She's right. Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Ah, shit. God damn you, Celeste, you fucking narc. Oh, hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just to tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Well, can you really blame them? She died in your room.
What the heck?
I hate this. But still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead. And everyone thinks I did it.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to search the evidence, to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay. Then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you.
So then.
Fine. Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op-based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
so then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. Have you played this game before? Damn. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say any more?
actually,
I'd rather you didn't, no.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before he realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they better
dead.
not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. What the fuck was that walking away sound effect?
so,
You know, as much as he is kind of an asshole who knocked me out and gave me brain damage earlier, I really like Mondo. You can tell he's a good dude. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
You don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
suspicious.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. Wait a minute, hang on. I have a problem with this. I have a problem with this right now, actually. On saying that. Why isn't she wolfing out right now? If you know what I mean. With Junko's bloody corpse right there in front of her face. Plot hole? I'm sensing plot hole. She should be wolfing out. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. What about all the blood on the floor?
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. It's a little harsh. Come on now. Leave the traumatized child alone. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everybody had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? I get that they couldn't do it, right? because, spoilers, it would ruin the surprise of Trial 2. But what a fucking... What a thing to overlook. Unless that's not blood. Maybe only real blood triggers the werewolf transformation. But this whole thing is one big fake load of bullshit. But then, would I don't know? Would Toko's brain know the difference between real blood and fake blood? I can't imagine that they would have had Toko say, "I black out at the sight of blood," while there's a corpse bleeding out on the floor in front of her, and she hasn't blacked out at all. I can't imagine that they would literally have that, program that into the game, and have people play this and test it and be like, yeah, this makes sense, none of us have noticed. Like, nobody noticed? Nobody noticed that slight little error. Not a soul. I don't believe that. There's gotta be something going on there. This game puts too much thought into everything it does to leave such a massive glaring issue like that. Like, that's a pretty big oversight. Is it not? That is strange, right? To have everybody be like, yeah, we're gonna make a little line of dialogue that makes no sense until the very end of the game. And that no one would even realise unless they replayed it again. Some massive levels of foreshadowing. But we're gonna just conveniently skip over the whole Toko wolfing out at the sight of blood thing. It's a bit strange. I would look it up, but you know, it would spoil it for me. Bethany, look it up. Google it. Google if there is an explanation. Some redditor will probably be like, yeah, Spike was just stupid that day. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. I'm looking it up already. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Why did they have to suspect me? I don't know, maybe because she died in your bathroom, you fucking idiot. I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will... The Danganronpa subreddit is a hive mind of shit, but they occasionally come out with the odd banger.
Execution! Electric chair!
Yeah, I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Hey, you guys didn't leave? Investigation music, which also bangs. Hell yeah. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizuna. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appeared to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file. I don't know how I access that. Yeah, she did. Also, I would like to mention, the spear of Gungnir, that Monokuma used to slay Junko, the spear of Gungnir is Odin's spear in Norse mythology. It's supposed to be able to strike any target regardless of how good of a shot the attacker is. So you could be a little fucking blind idiot throwing a spear and it will penetrate its target. It was designed to do that. I had initially gotten it confused with the Lance of Longinus from Neon Genesis Evangelion, but it's a different spear, so Slightly different thing. Oh, no way. I seriously don't want to die here. Don't panic, hero. It's fine. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Interesting, yeah? There's a bit more Norse stuff going on, because there's the whole Fenrir thing that happened in chapter 5, but we won't get to that for fucking ages, so we're just gonna not. I'm just gonna leave that there. Aren't you gonna help investigate Hero? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Oh. Oh. Don't be cute. Stop it. Oh no, how do I leave? Well, ah, it's R. Okay. Why is that like that? I don't like that. X. Yes, X. That's my button. That's my button for this. Okay, excellent. My truth bullets. I love my truth bullets. You've got all their personal information on here. I like that. Q to move. Okay. She's so short. She's pretty tall. For a, you know, Japanese person. Why do I have their chest sizes? Abnormal. What are the guys? Oh, the guys have it too. Why would I need to know that information? Also, why is, how do we get out? Why is Byakuya so absurdly tall? Why is he 6'1"? Why? He's ridiculously tall. He's like 80% leg. It is absurd, actually. Keep reaching around my microphone to press buttons. Stupid ass controller. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might be something new. I know you can't leave until you've looked at everything, so... Hey gang.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. You're absolutely right. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard.
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
Thought about that? Fuck. But I'll get sorted out when the time comes. Get somebody else to do it. Get her to do it. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I'll follow your lead. I see. Well, spoken to you.
Hey.
Okay, my key on the floor. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, it seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Oh, please die. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? If you're saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere, and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms? Yeah. She never would have left. Once again defeats the whole purpose. And this is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath, so it's been used. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? This is huge. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? Plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. It must have been made with something sharp. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? A knife! Somebody used it to block. Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. You could just slide right off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? I immediately, doing this investigation, was like figuring shit out as I went along. I was like, it was used to block, it was used as a type of shield. Somebody picked it up and lifted it over their head. Fuck off. Hey. Sakura, whatever your name is. I don't like you. I don't want to talk to you right now. Oh, but, hang on. Can I look at this table? Scratches on the floor, whatever it is. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yeah, it is. Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. I thought I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Well, perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. That bastard. Evidence of a struggle. My toolkit. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. No, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Cause, like, why the hell would we? True, true. God, this one's fucking... this? Hmm? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? Oh god, when did you get here? It's the display stand the sword was on. Hi. Hey Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. She did not faint. She absolutely did not faint. I mean, we didn't see her. We weren't exactly paying attention. I mean, it's kind of like a running gag that nobody cares about Toko. Which is hilarious and also extremely sad at the same time. It's kind of great. Like in chapter 3 when she passes out and then they will just run away and leave her there. I like this poor fucking kid, but at the same time it's really funny how no one gives a shit whatsoever. I know some things that happen about her. Yeah, it is a plot hole. It's a plot hole. It's a fucking plot hole. We didn't see her, so she could have fainted. She can faint without turning into Genocide Jack. Or a wolfing out, as I like to now call it. I've taken to calling it wolfing out now. But here's the thing. Whenever she sees blood later on, she always turns into Genocide Jack. But at first, she can pass out. She can see blood, pass out, and then not turn into Jack. She, like, in chapter 2, she gets up and goes kind of loopy for a minute, and then, runs off to go back to her room. So I feel like she can restrain it somehow, a little bit, but at the same time, also through sneezing. Yeah, every time she sneezes, she turns into Genocide Jack, so that seems to be like a guaranteed switch. But the passing out and seeing blood thing isn't. But the first time she sees blood, we don't see her pass out. She doesn't even start acting differently. Because in chapter 2, she passes out, wakes up, and starts acting differently, but isn't Jack. Or at least she's like in between alters. But in the first chapter, just now, when we saw Junko, we didn't see her pass out. She could have done, we just didn't notice. But when she wakes up again, she should be Jack, or at least she should be acting really bizarrely. But she doesn't. She acts like Toko normally does. Like a bit of an arsehole. So she doesn't act any differently than she normally does. So even if she did pass out, it's still not... It's just a fucking plot hole. It's just a plot hole because they didn't want to reveal her split personality. That's literally just what it is. It's just a plot hole. They would have been better off keeping Toko in her bedroom because she refuses to interact with everybody else. I guess Monokuma would have dragged her out because he needs everyone there. To explain the whole blackened thing. But even so, have her pass out. Just have her pass out and then wake up and then... At least that would make sense. Yeah, I wouldn't look through too much of her character history though, because a lot of it gets explained in Ultra Despair Girls. She opens up a little bit more in that game, I think. I haven't seen everything, but I know a few stuff from what she said in the game and from hanging out with her in this game. But because she's in that game and she starts opening up a little bit more, I do know that she does talk about... Because I've seen clips of it. Yeah, whoops. I'm sure you'll forget by the time we roll around to playing that one, so... Reading all of it? Don't read all of it! Don't read all of it. Have you read all of it already? Yeah, she has... I know that she gets bullied, just from what she was saying in this game. She got bullied by some boys. And that's kind of why she has a bit of a nightmarish relationship with the men. So, anyway, good though. You see why I have a soft spot for her, right? Like this poor kid. No one got abused quite as much as Toko did, both in her childhood and just by the narrative. She's kind of the butt monkey. She's kind of stupid, and she just sort of gets pushed around and kicked around by all of the other characters. And a lot of the time it's completely deserved, because she acts like a massive brat. But also she acts like a massive brat for a reason. And then she just gets kicked around some more. And then acts like even more of a dick because she keeps getting pushed around. So, a bit of a self-fulfilling cycle. but...
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak? Okay. Do you speak English?" No, I don't think so. But what?" Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Oh no, I don't know how to do. Oh, that's... Oh no, I don't know how to do it. No! Which one's the Y button? I don't know which one of these is the... Oh! It's that one. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it. Someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Clean freak. Oh, I'm going here now. The bathroom. On the other side of this door. Ooh. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Aww. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream, or an illusion. She'd lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? The knife rack in the kitchen. That's definitely something I should look into later. All according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist was all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... There's some blood on her left index finger. But that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. And they had her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is where her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. So, this, I'm gonna say, this right here, a lot of people are saying, oh, chapter 1's trial is so fucking easy because they literally give you the answer. My stupid ass did not figure this out. It was one of the only things that I couldn't figure out just by thinking about it hard enough. So, yeah, a little ashamed of my own stupidity there. But what if the showers gets turned off at night time? Alright, well, let's just take a peeper. Oh, shut up. I don't care. There's only two things to inspect in here. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Well, written in blood was the number 11037. It is really obvious now that you look at it, but yeah. Did Sayaka do this?
It would seem...
Looks like you found it. Right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. It's so obvious now. Oh, my stupid ass didn't figure it out though. I was like, I don't know what it means! What does it mean? I didn't think to look at it upside down. I looked at it backwards and everything, and I didn't even think to look at it upside down. I really did think to look at those numbers. I figured out Trial 3. The entire thing. Like, the moment I saw Celeste. Like, with a bruise on her cheek. In the rec room. I figured out the entire thing. I was like, yep, I know who did it. You fucking noob. And then this, I was like, what does it mean? What do these numbers mean? What are these numbers? Brain dead. I've never seen something written in blood before. You've probably never seen several corpses in one day either. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. Alright, don't wax poetic at me right now. Okay, she's just trying to tell you who did it.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what it could possibly mean.
So...
I'm just gonna flip your fucking skull around. Doofus. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
Makoto, you're stupid and you need to use your brain cells. You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end, and you remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me. Yeah. I just let out the biggest sneeze. You didn't hear it because I turned my mic off, but fucking hell. Exploded. It's big for me. It sounded like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? Oh, it is broken, isn't it? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it, so it was a man that did it. It was a man and it couldn't have been me because my toolkit has not been used. Why didn't... Oh, I'll wait for her to get back before I ask this question. Anyway, someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious that it was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? because he thought that your door was locked.
So,
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
He's so stupid. Like, she's obviously telling you. Like, come on, bro. He's so dumb. I love him, but he's so stupid. See you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. They will not. Everybody hates you. Oh, good god, what are you doing outside my bedroom? Go away.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Your mum. That's why. I don't know how that's relevant, but it just is. Could it be because you were the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. Don't look at me like that, sir. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Oh, she would have actually. Yeah, probably. Yeah. If she did the same thing that she did. Anyway, the reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She was clearly in my room, haggling for me to, like, help her. She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Don't start all that shit, survivors go ass. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Oh, hey everybody. Why are you guys all hanging out here? You all fuck off. Please.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Baizono doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Ah, this isn't my bedroom. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Bethany, I'm guessing you're back now. This one is Sayaka. This one is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? It is expensive, isn't it? It's absurd. I got it on Steam on sale. So it was like 7 quid. I've heard a lot of, well, I haven't heard too much. Like I said, spoiler-wise. I've just heard people say things about that game, like, wait till you get to the part. and everyone starts groaning and putting their heads in their hands, and I'm like, what do you mean, the part? What do you mean? What are you saying? Steam has the best sales. It really does. It has sales every season, which is pretty good. And everything gets super crazy cheap. Anyway, can I go to my room, Sayaka's room? My Sayaka? Yeah. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. I'm guessing I took it. Tina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. That's not a break, honey. That's laziness. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. She's got the cutest little laugh. It's adorable. Both in Japanese and in English, she has the most adorable laugh. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. You what? Knife. And there are all kinds of kitchen knives here. Big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Excuse me. You were here all night last night, yeah? Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, the knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen and washed my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Yeah, but if she knew it wasn't you, then she must have known who it was, and she clearly didn't know who it was, otherwise then we would all know it was Sayaka. So that's not really evidence, is it? Again, little things that kind of fuck up the flow of this whole deal. Nothing is worse than Trial 3. Trial 3 might just be the most offensive thing I've ever had to sit through. And it was all going so fucking well as well, with the investigation being actually really interesting. And then I fucked it up. So anyway, I'm still moulding over that. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Yeah, I did. I'll just tell you that now, shall I? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. You know, it's really shitty of you. I get why you think it, but it's really shitty of you to all be like, you fucking, I can't believe you did this. You don't know for sure. You're like a fucking cop. You're all cops, and you're all assigning guilt before you know what happened. Shame. Shame on all of you. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together... I honestly have no idea. Thanks. I'm gonna see if I can find any other students lying around. I know Toko's normally in the classroom. Hey, speaking of the devil. It's to kill someone just to save your own life. I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. Yeah, much better to kill someone because they rejected you, right? But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is
After all,
very suspicious.
where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. I wonder if her stuttering is an actual condition or if she's just nervous all the time. She really doesn't trust me at all. There's plenty of investigating she could do without seeing blood. Yeah, I think it's just a severe case of bone idolitis. So, not being here. The pointless ass fucking room. I wanna go in here. Door won't budge. It's been locked. Yo, Taka.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait. No, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget! Beam! Sorry. Just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. He's fantastic. Actually. I got turned around, fuck. What a silly goose. You dork. What a loser. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is, and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Yeah, a good call, actually. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I really like Taka. Yeah. I wish they did more with him, to be honest. I feel like I would like him more if they just utilized him a bit better. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally. But I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. But there's one little problem. Which is...
as for me,
that place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's really shitty of you. Damn. Excuse me. Hey, Chihiro. I was hoping I could ask you something. Why are you sweating like I'm about to butcher you where you stand? Calm down.
huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Oh, what a cute little sprite. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Stop. Sorry. No. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't. Immediately dispel that thought. She's adorable, dude. Yeah. No way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just let me get out of here. Yeah, he's still losing his shit. I feel like a lot of people don't like Hifumi on account of the fact that he's your very typical sweaty neckbeard, sexist, like, creepy, weird sleaze. But in actuality, he isn't really like that. He's pretty, I mean, he's very, you know, in his fandom spaces, But he's no more weird than just your average, like, teen girl who's into anime and Twilight and shit, you know? He's like that. He's like the dude equivalent of that. So, I don't really think that he's all that bad, to be honest. There's way creepier, weirder, more disgusting characters than fucking Hifumi in anime. I really don't think he's that bad of a guy. I don't really understand the hate for him. A lot of people think he's a like mouth-breathing, neck-beard creep, but he just doesn't. He doesn't do a whole lot like that. He's a bit weird. Like, particularly in regards to alter ego, weird as shit. But like, he's pretty normal. he's pretty normal aside from that. He isn't. Yeah, he is. He's kind of sweet. Like he does nice things for people sometimes. And he was trying to help Celeste, even if he was like simping for her pretty much all of chapter 3. Like, he was just trying to do a nice thing. And he has good morals, considering how he reacted to what Celeste told him. So, I actually kind of like him. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past. Oh, fuck off with you. Jump scare. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get the gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Shut up, Monokuma. What is this fucking padlock? There's a hatch on the floor. It's got a massive padlock on it. What do you think it would open? Dumbass. I want to look for screens and things. I want coins. Looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. You get loads of coins after the trials. But depending on how good you do at the trials, you get less coins. Or more coins. Oops. For me, I know what you did. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. I overheard. You need a key to get in the trash room. And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw out things whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than
Hey, you
that.
bastard!
Hey, fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did
Is
it.
it like...
You want to dig through all the ghost trash, looking for, you know, poking around at it.
there's no
What are
way
you
to
talking
think
about?
this in a
All my love is
common
for
sense
2D.
kind of way.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! Yeah, don't insinuate that. He's a fucking anime nerd. He's a weeb. You can't... Or otaku or whatever it is. They never insinuate with those people. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. You know what? Fair enough. Because real people kind of suck. So he's got a point there. fake people would never hurt you because you can literally make them do whatever you want. And what's the harm in that? The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? True, you should keep that shit to yourself, but at the same time, he's not wrong. If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Oh, fuck. You are getting a little oddly defensive about this. Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favour to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Why does that incinerator just run away like that? Did you notice the incinerator fucking walk off? You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever. Please, just hurry up. Is that Shawshank that he's quoting there? Okie dokie. Leave it to me. I can't think of any other Prison Break movies besides Shawshank, so I'm assuming it's that one. Also, it's famous. Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... we're in!
Mr.
Sweet.
Naegi.
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Oh, whatever. Let's just hurry up and keep looking. Leave bro to think whatever he wants. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Yeah, is that... do you know what that is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. That's a Dragon Ball reference. The 7 Dragon Balls. I can't remember what the dragon was called though. I'll look it up, naturally. Dragon from Dragon Ball. Shenron. That was it. The big green dragon man. Just like that Minago who was on that quest to find that one guy. That's also a reference to something, but I can't remember what it is. I'm not looking that up. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. But who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Oh, I should have left Chihiro. I could have asked them both then. No, never mind, it doesn't matter, I'll just go back there. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Or whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. A green button and a yellow button. You can see colours, well done. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. I hate this guy sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. I'm sorry, Makoto, I love you. I love you really. It just... Jesus Christ. It looks like a burnt piece or something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? God. Anyway, this is... it looks like a piece of cloth. In the shape. It's part of the sleeve of a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty. So make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Ah! Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh?
Huh? The fairy? No. No. You just said the last time you were here the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? They threw something at the switch with their incredible aiming skills. I figured that out immediately as well. I was like, wait, baseball. I think that's how I kind of was starting to suspect Leon. At first, Byakuya was acting super suspicious to me. I spent pretty much the entire game right up until like Trial 4 suspecting Byakuya, and after that I was like, look, he hasn't killed anyone yet, he's just not going to. So after that I gave up accusing him of shit in my mind, and getting... It was at that point I started to like him as a character as well, so I stopped ragging on him quite so much and accusing him of the worst crimes possible, because I realised that it either wasn't going to happen, or I just started liking him and started hoping that it wasn't going to happen. A combination of the two things, and I just gave up after a while. So, the whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Miller? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved, one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Speaking of comic books, I started reading Invincible last night. It's pretty interesting so far. I really like the way they draw the colours in that comic. The new season of the show came out recently. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I want to read some of the comic first. Anyway, fuck you. I'm gonna go find Hero. Which comic? Invincible. It's a, it's by Image Comics, so it's not Marvel or DC or anything like that, it's a secret third thing. Oh, she's still dead on the floor. What the fuck? They have not put a towel over her or something. I know it would stick out like a tent, but Jesus. Anyway, it's about superheroes, but it's like a different kind of superheroes. I don't know if you've heard of Omni-Man. He's like a Superman guy, but he's got like a grey and red outfit and an epic mustache. It's really good. I know of Image Comics. They also made Spawn, I think, which you must have heard of. I believe it was I think his name's Todd McFarlane who made Spawn, who was also a prominent Spider-Man comic person. I don't know if I think he was an artist for Spider-Man. I'm not sure. He might have been a writer. Where'd it go? Yeah, he was an artist on The Amazing Spider-Man and the creator, writer, and artist of Spawn. And current president of Image Comics. So, I think he, Oh, you don't know Spawn? Spawn is like a brooding Batman type guy. You might recognize him if you look him up. You might see a picture of him. But yeah, Todd McFarlane. I'm pretty sure he wanted to make Spawn. I'm pretty sure, is what happened, and so he sort of, when he stopped drawing for Spider-Man in the 90s, he sort of siphoned off from Marvel and made his own company, Image, to start publishing Spawn comics. And they started publishing other comics as well. So that was my little that was my little autism info dump of superhero comics, because I know way too much about superhero comics. Hey Hero, can I ask you something? Let's play Danganronpa. No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Huh? Gotta? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was that actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? It's not hard to dupe you. All your brain cells went to your hair. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? He got scammed massively. Didn't he spend like 2 mil on that? He got huge scammed. Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine, for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Dreaded crystal ball. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for fortune telling for 2 full years. You want it to be like $1 million? $1 million! It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. Why did he take you to the laundry room? Because he's stupid, look at him. He has 1 brain cell. By the end of the game, there is 1 brain cell floating amongst him, Hina, and Toko, and they all pass it around to each other whenever each one of them wants to speak. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Ugh. You're hopeless. You're utterly hopeless. You need somebody to hold your hand at all times to make sure he doesn't make any more atrocious financial decisions. Like, imagine spending $1 million. They wouldn't. You would have to sell your soul for a crystal ball that controlled the world. Well, it's worth more than money. It was worth enough to make you think that, oh, what a steal. And then it turns out that they were stealing your money. They didn't want to charge too much in case nobody bought it. Fucking hell. How do you save up that much in 2 years? I mean, it would be in yen, so... To be fair, if he's a clairvoyant, he probably charges quite a lot for his services. If he's the ultimate clairvoyant, he probably charges out the ass for his useless services. Oh, the AV room! Oh, I'm stoops. Oh. What the fuck is that sound? I'm just gonna keep my head down. Walk to the AV room. Okay. Get my thing. Pop it in the thing. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. Thank God she didn't throw it in the incinerator. Jesus. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds. Then... Hey! Girls! An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. I accept that she's dead. Meanwhile, absolute vibes in the background. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. It's so fucked. What the... Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
That's exactly what she was afraid of.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
Are they dead? I don't know if any of these characters have come back in the other games. Or if they have any kind of relevance whatsoever. Seems like it would be a bit of a missed opportunity if they did nothing with them.
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Bastard. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I'm just gonna say, about that footage. It's weird. Were they dead or just unconscious? I'm assuming he killed them, because why wouldn't he? But just... he had to have gone and kidnapped each of them individually. Because obviously, if it was footage, like Makoto says, of them all performing together at a concert, it must have been a concert at some venue somewhere, probably a really popular one. A really big one. So he would have had to... and it clearly isn't from right after, because everyone would have noticed. So he must have made it so that it transitioned seamlessly from them all dancing on this stage to Sayaka gone and the four girls collapsed on the same stage at the same shot, at the same venue. But they're just, 1 minute they're standing up, the next they're like down on the floor, right? So I'm wondering if it was like a big venue where you found like footage of them all performing and having fun together. If they're a huge pop group, they must be performing at some pretty big venues, yeah? So I'm just wondering, how did he manage to kidnap 4 girls, potentially kill them, if not knock them unconscious, transport them to this big venue, destroy it, place their unconscious bodies on the floor, or on the floor of the stage, film it, and then what? Fuck off? He just left? Did he leave them there? Did he move them back? Did he take them back home? If they are alive, did they just wake up on their couch like, what the fuck just happened? None the wiser? Like, what happened to the venue? He destroyed it, right? That's what Makoto said. The stage had been destroyed. So what the fuck happened? What a series of events to go through for a video to give someone motive. It just seems very... It just seems like a lot of effort to go into. What is the purpose behind all this? You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are. Why are you blushing when you say that?
Listen to me!
Little... Anyway. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. You don't know anything about the outside world yet, do you? I have no fucking idea what's going on outside. All I know is from the pictures... I have a lot to say about the pictures as well. I have a lot to say about this game. We'll see when it comes up. There's probably stuff that I've forgotten has happened. And, I'm like, I don't know. I'll remember when it shows up and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to talk about this. You can't see it, but my arms are flailing around all over the place right now. I'm making a lot of hand gestures. I'm getting into voicing these characters. None of them have a particularly distinctive voice because I don't have a particularly distinctive voice. And I'm trying to make them a little distinct. But my hands are gesticulating all over the shop right now. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it. But I didn't. I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. Well, she's not here, so. But then, who is the killer? Imagine if they had to come down to the trial, so we just have to prop up their dead body near their seat. The one who murdered Sayaka. He's in the corner underneath that surveillance camera. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
True, dude. Hey, there's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. What a quote. Damn. She goes hard.
Impossible.
Damn. We really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. Do you genuinely think... I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. I didn't want to look for coins. Hi, I like you. Let's get started.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Let's ask him.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. He's not feeling a whole lot of anything now. What a prick. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? I find it kind of cute how all the characters just sort of bounce when you click on them. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Yeah, he's like, well, I killed her, I guess, so you guys can figure that out if you want. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naoki's final curtain call. Let's go in. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin. I'm ready,
Yes,
baby.
indeed.
I'm fucking ready, except my mouse isn't working very well, so I might not be able to shoot those bullets. Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. And Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. It's nice to see it so full of people. End of the game, there's fucking nobody on it anymore. It's a shame. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh, I can't wait for the fucking class trial. I'll be able to speak. I'll be able to stop speaking at least. I'll have a break from the fucking constant line reading. It's hurting my throat. Even the break I took for dinner didn't help. Yo-ho-ho, you finally arrived. Hold on, Brick. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit. Mondo just says we're all. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. Nobody sits though, they all stand up. We did what he said for our seats. Everybody is standing. You find your stands, is what you do. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. I'm gonna kick your ass, Makoto. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it would be easier for anyone to transfer their attention on me than to anyone else. Yeah, that's probably why they're arranged like that. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Not sitting. Stop saying that. Look at them, they're standing! And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment on this fucking line. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. And then it was only cool once. Oh shit. Yeah, I need to look over my truth bullets because I can't quite remember how this trial goes. I can't wait to play the second game because at least then I won't know what the fuck I'm doing and this will all be more authentic. Not that I'm not having fun. I'm having an immense amount of fun. Okay, the C button goes back, so I figured that out. That got scratched. That was used to defend. That wasn't used. And that was used. Working. Oh, this music fucking slaps. Hang on, let me turn the music up. I'm gonna have this shit blasting in my eardrums. I'm not gonna be able to hear myself speak or think because I'm just gonna have music in my ears the whole time. Actually, you know what I could do? Instead of doing that. No, that won't work. I'll turn that down. And then turn this up. Sweet. Okay, there's not a lot to this trial, to be honest. Yeah. I love how both Leon and Sayaka give you the skills needed to win this trial. I find that really fitting. I like that. I know you can hang out with anyone, but you have to hang out with Sayaka. So. Oh no, I forgot. Oh no, I just remembered the fucking it's not the Hangman's Gambit. That's awful. Don't get me wrong. But the other one? What's it called when they're arguing with you, and they go like nuts for a bit because they think that you're accusing them? How am I gonna do that without a controller? That's hard enough with a controller. Let me see if I can connect it again. I just have to die a couple times. It's not like there's any consequences to dying in this fucking game.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
My voice can
Your
rest.
votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
2 seconds, I'm gonna go get myself some food while we start this and probably a drink. No, you don't understand. I have to spend 2 hours complaining about the most insignificant bullshit or else I will explode.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Yeah, sure. Until it is.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
what a juvenile way of
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Worth a shot, to be fair.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Hey, we get to hear everyone's voices in full now.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Don't say the word penetrate.
Friendship penetrates?
Hey, look what you've done.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
You zoned in at the wrong moment.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
So this brings up a very good point, very early on in the game, that we never talk about for like 35 more hours of gameplay.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Didn't you build it? You didn't have to do that.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Oh god, the non-stop debates. I actually would like to hear more because I can't quite remember. I'm stoops. Okay, so that's this one. Oh, but I don't know the controls. Fucking controller. I have to fix that shit eventually. I won't need to disconnect it before tomorrow. Because I'm streaming again tomorrow. And I need the controller. Okay, yeah, this is just truth bullets. This is just their contradictions. I don't know. Well, it is fine. This doesn't really bugs. It's not so easy.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to receive.
Bang.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Oh, I love that. That's my
Just a
favorite
second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Oh, the class trial music is so fucking good.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
No, that's wrong.
between Sayaka and the
Can't help
killer,
but laugh when I
of
say
course.
it.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Wish I could speak to people like that. I do, frequently. Not loudly, I don't shout at them, but I just say it.
She must have been
I don't have the
attacked
tact
in
to
the main
bullshit
room
around with
first.
people like that.
Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Yep, that's exactly what
The
happened.
killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Not everybody was in there, prick features.
Sorry.
Fuck you,
Okay, so
Yucky.
what's next?
asshole. Don't make the
Next
child
is
cry.
the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The stabby thing and shit, and then the thing impaled in her heart. Probably.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
They did not.
That's wrong.
Not just any knife. A kitchen knife.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Me and Makoto are sharing a brain cell right now. I'm astral projecting
kitchen
myself
knife?
into this guy's brain.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah,
And
kinda.
if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Hey, don't you put your accusing hands on me.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
A lot,
Hold on
actually.
a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can
Yes,
talk
listen to
all
the
we
smart
want.
lady.
It's not going to change that conclusion.
Choke.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
It couldn't have been me. It literally couldn't. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more known about non-stop debates. Actually, I think I'm alright because I can vaguely remember the non-stop debate stuff. I know you can speed up and slow it down, I'm not sure how though.
So I guess there's no question
Life
that the
philosophy,
kitchen
really.
knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
I don't know.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, it's been decided. We've reached the end.
I wish my reticle was a bit steadier. I think you can get an upgrade for that. I didn't take the kitchen knife, but no matter how many times I repeat myself, you won't believe me. Rage! Hell yeah. If only there was proof.
So
Not
I
loads
guess
of
there's
proof.
no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that
Okay, that
get
speeds it up.
us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Bang. Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
This would be epic grave music, actually. It would genuinely... this
Okay,
would be
wait,
right at home
hold
in a
on.
nightclub.
I didn't take the knife
This
from the
one.
kitchen.
This is slow.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Hina forgot. Hina's a golden retriever. Well, when I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. That doesn't make sense, because if she knew it wasn't me, she would have known
the
who
knife
it was.
disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
There's so much proof you could use. This is not good proof. I'm
You
sorry.
don't think so?
No.
This is
definitely
not
wasn't there.
evidence. This doesn't work.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
She doesn't know your name.
Oh,
She doesn't
and
care
more
enough.
importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
I love his voice. I think they have a bit of an all-star cast going on in this game. If you want to look up the English voice actors, because I played it in Japanese at first, so I have no idea who any of the English voice actors are. I know there's a couple of familiar faces, but you should look up the cast, because there's like 15 characters. So there's like they all have pretty decent voices from what I can tell so far. As somebody who's a little bit critical of voice work that I can understand. Which is why I tend to listen in Japanese, because I'm like, I don't know.
And
I don't know if they sound
I
good.
shall answer.
I have no idea if the voice acting is good. I don't understand what they're saying. So, oh, is he? Really? That might be for the anime. I think they changed the anime voices. I haven't seen the anime.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No,
Oh.
okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
What happened? What happened? What happened? Something happened. What was it? I know what happened. I saw it. Don't.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know what you said. I wasn't listening.
didn't go
I
to
saw
the
something
dining
happen.
hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Something
So
went
I'm
fucking.
not the killer.
What happened? The screen went black. I thought something might have gone wrong with my stream.
Okay, so
Because, you know,
then
why would
who
anything go
did
right?
take the knife?
I don't know.
Hina
Ask
seemed
Leon.
the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Why do they headbang? Okay, if everything's fine, it was probably just my stream fucking up. Because I'm watching on my phone.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Yes, I can prove that it wasn't a woman who did it. So,
I can.
okay, never mind. I'll shut up.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
You said that you were by yourself, didn't you?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Whoa. Damn.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Not necessarily. You two are very close.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Yeah, I knew that already. Hence why I swapped rooms with Saka.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Taka.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
You dumbass.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
He's a bit of a stupid.
Why
have to
didn't you
excuse him.
say so in the first place?
My thoughts exactly.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, that's why she didn't. Yeah, okay, never mind then. I take back what I said earlier about being a. I take back my douchiness from earlier. Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka. Okay, so the person who took the kitchen knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it!
Got it. Hell
Then
yeah.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
You didn't know what she was doing though.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
Yeah, Makoto is Bryce Papenbrook.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
We already had a self-defense item in our room.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Damn it.
What?
Man, fuck you. Stop putting ideas in people's heads.
See? He did do it after all!
You're more intelligent than everyone else here.
No,
You need to stop giving
you're
people
wrong.
ideas. Bryce is pretty great.
So,
He voices so many
that's
characters.
twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
You have some chill.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn it, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die. Well, if they think you did it, then...
Hold
no.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yes. My tall girlfriend coming in clutch right now.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Evidence.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Well, evidence of who did it anyway. Oh god, oh no, not the Hangman's Gambit, no. No, I know how to do this, it's easy. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Not these fucking things. You just gotta shoot him. Yep.
Now I understand.
It's either stupidly easy to the point of why did you even
That's
bother,
right. There wasn't a single hair on
or
the floor.
completely incomprehensible unless you have a walkthrough Andy. It's so bad.
The culprit removed some evidence?
It's not the worst part. The worst part is in chapter 2.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
So true, bestie.
All the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Except we found her corpse in my bathroom.
That makes sense, does it not?
No.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
I like her voice too.
Very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
I did a pretty good job too. We found nothing.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No.
No.
You're absolutely right.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Hella effective lint roller. I wish... Where'd they get those lint rollers? This fucking military grade lint roller. I wish I had something like that. I can barely remove cat hair from my fucking clothes. We don't even have cats anymore. So, I don't know where all this shit's coming from. But, they really are useless.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how
Not
did the
quite.
killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Yeah, they couldn't open it because they didn't know how. They thought it was locked because they thought they were in a girl's room.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Primark ones are lit. Get me one. I always say, it's mostly my own fucking hair. I have so much of it and it's so long. It just gets stuck to all my black hoodies. The bathroom doorknob.
I got it!
Not the door frame. Well,
Evidence
broken to
that
begin
the
with.
killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Damn, they ripped that thing off the fucking hinges.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Get me one too. You can get 5 for 5. Jesus, we're going to Primark. We're making a road trip.
See how the top
Primark
is
lint
unscrewed?
rollers.
And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
I have a question about where you're pulling this evidence from. Did you take pictures? Or did he just materialize the door in the middle of the classroom and is like, or in the middle of the courtroom and is like, here it is, here's, everybody take a look at the broken doorknob.
Oh yeah, true.
He must have taken pictures, but he doesn't have a camera on him, or a phone. This game's set in 2010 or whatever.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
It doesn't make sense.
This
Just saying.
is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
It's already broken.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break
Projecting
it.
his
There's
memory.
nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it first. But is that the key point here? Oh god, no, not more non-stop debates, please, no! Is this the one where you have to pick the different... You know, I'm gonna hear him out. Just because I don't know if... yeah. Oh god. Oh, so it's more weak spots, more bullets. You have to find the right one for the right one. Yeah, because sometimes they'll say something that's completely factual. But it will be coloured in yellow, as if you can, like, dispute it. But it's just something normal. It's a way to, like, try and catch you out. I kept trying to contradict Kyoko, even though she tells the truth the most in these class trials. Never try and contradict Kyoko, because she always tells the truth. There's no point. She's on my side always.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
True.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
True.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
But to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
No. I refuse. It's obvious that my bathroom door wouldn't open. The real reason for that is because it was fucking
The
broken.
incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Ow.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope. Wrong.
No, it's wrong.
I'm lying. Shit.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
It is, actually, because right now it's proving him innocent.
So the reason the door
If
didn't
his door
open
was just like any other,
because
it would have
was
just
stuck.
opened. It would have opened like all of the other boys' doors would have, and no one would have been any the wiser that the culprit had busted it open.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because they thought they were in a girl's
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
room. So
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail. Yes, the nameplates, something the killer didn't know. For some reason they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was that the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to
Thank
be
you,
more
Kyoko.
specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
He's so annoyed that he has to concede that he might not be correct about me being a fucking murderer. Dude, suck my dick, okay?
So the killer would have to be someone
You hear
who
that
didn't
sigh in
know
his
they'd
voice?
switched rooms?
Bro is disappointed.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, shut up, y'all. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Y'all owe me a slice of cake and a fucking apology because you are all, like, happily accusing me of being a murderer. You're all giddy with glee that you figured out that I did it and now you're all being proved wrong. I have no reason. If it was me, I'd hold a grudge for the rest of the fucking killing game because I would just stay in my room and refuse to engage in any of you until the class trial happens. Because fuck all of you, for one thing. Like, I get being suspicious because it happened in my room, but you didn't even want to consider the possibility that it might have been someone else.
Then who did do it?
Terrible
sorry,
people.
but
All of
I
you.
give up. Quit without saving.
You guys got the right idea, to be
But-
honest.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Stop crying, Chihiro.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
We don't know who did it.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Taka, use your brain.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
So
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes.
How did the killer get inside?
Yeah, I did tell her to lock the
Maybe
fucking door.
Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I can't believe none of us have mentioned the fact that Sayaka was in my room, and if the killer had gone in there looking for Sayaka, how did he not know it was not her room? You know? And why has no one mentioned this? How has nobody thought about this yet?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative.
Impeccable.
If you remember,
Can't
Monokuma
happen.
made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me?
Yeah, the name
Sounds
plates.
like someone doesn't know his place.
We're out.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I'm gonna lift you up by your little fucking little spike on top of your head and fucking sling you. Shut up. The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I already have the answer. I do? Wait, what I do? I do? Huh? I do? Well, but none of these. But none of them. The reason why she wouldn't, because I told her not to. Because... God damn it, that's not evidence. I can't just be like, well, she said she wouldn't. That's not evidence. I guess it must be the... Wait. What is this? Wait, what is this? Wait, hang on. This?
I got it!
Oh, okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Yeah, because she said she was
That's
scared.
why she
That's
asked
not
me to
evidence.
switch rooms in the first place.
Only you two had that conversation. You can't, that's not really proof though, is it? Saying, well, she told me she wouldn't open the door. Yeah, I saw the keys and thought the keys were relevant, but like, no, it's just the concept of switching rooms. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Yeah, boy?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
I want to try and get things right as much as possible because you get more Monokuma coins the higher your score is. First two trials I did really, really well and got A's on everything. And in the last couple of trials I flubbed it and got like C's and B's on a lot of it. I got some A's, but I did pretty badly otherwise. And I got very few amounts of coins. So that really pissed me off because I had to keep using my coins to lower the what is it, the repeat chance? Annoying.
What if her being scared was a lie?
I want gifts for my besties.
Huh?
I want to buy a diamond ring for Kyoko.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Don't get defensive.
I know you don't
She
want
wasn't
to
yours.
consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Clever girl.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Very clever.
And you're right, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Yeah.
Which means
Me?
only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
That's not really a signature, to be honest. That's not what when I think of the word signature, I don't think of my name. Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
but why? Why would she write that?
Also, why did you ask me then if it was mine, if you knew it wasn't?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Kyoko annoys me a couple times in these trials because she asks questions or does certain things, and it's like, you didn't have to do that in such a roundabout way.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Please, enlighten us.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Kyoko wants to guide others to the answer instead of just telling it. I know, but it can get a little frustrating sometimes. Particularly in Trial 2 is when... And I get that she's like that, but in Trial 2, it's taking all of my self-control to not just go on about all of my complaints about Trial 2 right now. I want to save it for when we get to it, but also I have so many things that I'm just... So many things that bother me about the trial. I like the trial, is the thing. I hate Trial 3. Trial 2 is good, but there's just little things that bother me so much, and I just can't not talk about them forever. So, there's a couple of things. There's one thing that she does in Trial 2 that just bothers me, and it could just be so easily avoided if she just say it. Stupid. So annoying. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. And I get that she's, you know, that's just how she is, but it bothers me a little bit. I will explain when we play chapter 2.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see.
It does.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The reason the killer went to my room and not Sayaka's, despite what the note said, must be because... yeah.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Correct.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
It does. It must be the third thing
So
she
if
says.
someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
Oh no, what's wrong? The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Yeah, but you didn't see that coming.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yeah.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Oh, he's so dejected. This poor guy.
Okay, then who did it?
He's slowly realizing that his crush is a piece of shit. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
She was framing
To
me.
understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably
The attack. Oh, I like that.
whoever she
We're gonna discuss how it
invited
happened.
came in and attacked her.
Not quite.
We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous
his
question
face.
lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
It was definitely used. It was out of its sheath and lying on the
Oh
floor.
yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because of her gold shit that's on it.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
She got whacked.
Because she got hit with the sword right there on her wrist.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Are we getting multiple now? Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Too bad. Let's fuck it up for you. Here we go, the multiple truth bullets. But I don't know how to swap them out because I can't. Oh, I think it's Q. I think it's Q because that's what I pressed last time. The last time it was like press LB or RB. It was Q. So I'm just gonna.
When the fighting broke out,
Yeah, it's Q.
the
Sweet.
culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Okay, let's listen to what they have to say first.
Sword-based sneak attack.
No.
That's what broke Miss
Wrong.
Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
No, 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 no. It doesn't make any sense. Sheath. Sheath had things on it. Whoever grabbed the sheath was being attacked. Whoever grabbed the sword was being attacked. No, it was not used first. It's wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Nope. No, 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 no. Wrong.
Sword-based sneak.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
It cuts all over it.
There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Yeah.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Useless as shit. I love him.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Yeah.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yeah, the palms of her hands were completely clean.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
I mean, they're gonna say, oh, she could have just washed them off in the shower, but the water's not turned off at night, so...
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because the handle of the sword had no gold on it. It would be gold all
Like I
over
said
her hands.
before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Yeah, if she was the one holding it, then she would have gold all over her
It's
hands.
safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
It's so irrelevant.
No, that's not it at all.
Zero correlation at all. Yes, the water was turned off at night.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Toko, you're doing too much.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
That's foul. How long have we been here?
Oh my.
Kifumi's like, get me away from this woman. Get me away from standing next to this woman right now.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Unnecessary.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Donkeys don't actually smell that bad. They smell better than horses, so...
Insult, obviously.
No, it's actually alright.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right,
You would know. I do know.
who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
one who damaged the sheath would have been the one without the sword. Sayaka. That bitch.
Sayaka?
How could she?
She had the kitchen knife?
I can't believe this.
But we already said that the attack started with...
What a silly interaction. There are so many stupid fucking moments in these trials. The whole thing was just... There's one in chapter 5 that actually genuinely pissed me off a little bit because of how out of place levels of ridiculousness it was. It happens right at the start when they're all debating whether or not Kyoko is a ghost. And I'm like, she's standing right there. She's not a fucking ghost. It actually annoyed me a little bit. Thankfully, the interaction stops after a minute and then they move on to actually talking about sensible things.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Look at how happy he is at that. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Yeah, that happened. That actually happened.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Because chapter 5 was really, really, really good. It's actually my favourite one so far. After chapter 3 was so shit, they got better and better, and then chapter 5 was fucking brilliant. The investigation was fantastic. Everything was really... It was all going so well. And then they start the trial with that, and it pissed me off because I'm like, are we seriously debating this right now? Fucking stupid ass hero who thinks ghosts are real is having this debate with me right now about whether or not the woman who is standing right fucking there next to me is a ghost. And it annoyed me. If it had happened in the middle of the trial, it would have ruined it for me because it would have broken momentum. The only saving grace is that it happens right at the start, and once the interaction ends, they move on to actually discussing the trial and the murder, and after that it's all perfect and everything goes really, really well, and it's all really clever and well thought out trial. But that whole interaction, its only saving grace was that it happened right at the start and we could get it out of the way. But it was just so fucking stupid. It broke my brain with how stupid it was, and it made me dislike Hiro a little bit because it was his fucking idea. And then, like I said earlier, him, Hina, and Toko were all discussing it because they were all, during the class trial, they all sit in a circle because they each bounce their one singular brain cell between each other whenever they want to speak. So, they were all... Ugh, it hurts my head.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Can't wait till we get to that.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
No, I said we wanted to
so
switch
that
rooms.
She could pin the crime on you.
No, that was my idea.
Is a possibility.
What? No.
Is it not?
No.
Sayaka wanted to...
No, no.
On me?
No, I made that. Fuck's sake. Stupid ass game.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
God, her voice is great.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
We don't have any
know.
proof.
I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Plus, it's her word against mine.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Yeah, she realized as soon as she was like, would you do anything for me? And I was like, yep. Didn't even have to think about it, did you? You idiot.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
That's true.
Wait, then you're
Wait,
saying
hey.
she had this all
What do you call me?
Holy shit!
Yeah, right.
But in the end, Her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Consequences of people pleasing. Get framed for murder.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Stop defending her. You weren't even together.
Because...
She weren't even your girl.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
For once, I'm grateful you're here.
Super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Only time I'll ever say that.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
You wouldn't dare.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Hero. Come on, man. Get with it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true. That's not true, there's always something. You will never not be able to figure it out. No culprit is perfect.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No.
Very well. And let's review all the clues we found up to this
Ah, the message. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Do we really have time for all that?
I forgot about the message. And the trash duty. Coco, what has gotten into you?
Do something.
Oh. She's talking about us. I thought she was threatening us. I thought Jack woke up for a second there. I thought she was wolfing out. Never mind. Everything's fine. Sorry, Coco.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Was it this one or is it trash
There just
duty?
aren't any more clues.
No, it's this one.
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Coco's still freaking out.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Coco's hourly panic attack has started.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must...
Well,
Oops, sorry.
before we
My
get
bad.
too far
I didn't mean to cut you
into
off.
that, I need to ask,
I love you. Shit.
can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message. And I can prove it. Her finger.
I got it!
Yeah,
Her
blood on it.
left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
Well,
But
who the
still.
fuck else, really? I mean, we don't need proof of that, really, do we?
What the heck do those numbers mean?
Flip it.
11037?
How has nobody noticed the giant line in between the two ones? I mean, I'm saying this like, guys, come on. Oh, jeez. Like, I'm saying this like I didn't. I'm saying this like when I first played this, I wasn't sat here like, what do the numbers mean? But come on. Yeah, him. Yeah, him. He did it. He acts pretty suspiciously. He's always like, well, how would you know? You know, he's very like, how would you possibly know that that's the case? What do you mean? He asks a lot of, questions quite defensively. It's something that you wouldn't pick up on unless you replayed the game, and then you start noticing, start noticing plot holes, like why certain characters don't wolf out at the sight of blood, and why certain characters act suspiciously when they probably shouldn't. Things that you wouldn't necessarily notice upon first viewing. But yeah,
Hey, Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
I already
You
asked.
know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
He doesn't just know numbers.
Of course. It's
Come
because
on.
they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it
They're
looks
Norse
like...
runes.
What? What?
There's a Gungnir and shit.
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Yeah.
Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
So
right.
obvious when you think about it
The
like that.
connecting line is very
Fuck's
thin.
sake.
So I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Just do a handstand and it's
You
right
might have
there.
finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. God, I'm too stupid. God, I can't turn my head slightly.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
What the fuck Mondo mean? I think he's just a bit dumb and probably doesn't understand what's happening in this trial. We should put him in the corner and let him play with some blocks and stuff, and the rest of us will figure out the trial. Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Now
god,
I
we're
see.
stupid.
She wrote down the killer's name.
You're all idiots.
You just shot past the clue part
As
and
am I.
right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. You son of a bitch! It was you!
Here's my answer.
You
The key to
baseball
solving
playing
this
bastard.
mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you
Leon's
turn
face.
the message around, it
He's like,
becomes the
don't point that thing at me.
L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
How would the fuck would that be random, Leon?
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
How are they looking at this? What do you mean? Bruh. Oh, it just so happens to be the name of the fucking guy. Leon, you're an idiot. Do you really think that would work?
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped.
Why did she write it so big? I don't know. Yeah, she did write it really big, didn't she? Like, it's fucking massive. She wrote it so big you would think Jack did it. Like, characters be writing in blood a lot in this game.
Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Could she not just... I mean, I get... Well, she was bleeding out. But could she not have just written... Could she not have just written it normally? How did... Unless he left, how did Leon not know what she was writing? How did he not see her? Because with the letters that big, she must have been making some... She must have been throwing up some sick gang signs. Fucking moving her arm like that. Like the point earlier. How can they all look at it and rotate it when it isn't a photograph? Is it not a photograph? There must be like a screen or something, maybe in the middle of the classroom or courtroom or somewhere. This is too... What part of this music is this? I never heard this before. I guess I never... The song's never lasted this long for me, so I never heard that part before. Anyway, it doesn't make sense, unless it is photographs. But, unless he's just describing it, but then who would believe him? He must be providing some kind of physical evidence. Otherwise, I mean, like, with the replica sword, you just bring the sword to the courtroom, right? That's what they would do in a real courtroom. But for something like... Oh, excuse me. For something like, you know, the victim's injuries, you would just take pictures and present them to the jury. But... I don't know, man. For something like that, like a picture of the message, unless it's on a screen, I mean, I guess Monokuma would have the power to rotate it if he wanted to. But there's no, we don't see any screen. We don't need to, because it's for them to see, not us.
Like one hell of a stretch to me.
For us, it pops up on the display here.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Of course I can. Everyone accused me of being the killer,
why
right,
did you
guys? So
try to
fuck you.
destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, his hair. Maybe he should have shaved after all. Maybe he wouldn't have shed so much.
I got it!
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
That's another reason I had initially suspected Byakuya of being the killer, is because he's the only man here I can see wearing a button-up shirt. Leon never wears a button-up. He wears like a regular punk hoodie, or punk t-shirt, with like a skull on it, or like a splash pattern on it or something. He would not wear a button-up t-shirt. He's too, like, cool, you know?
But one piece burned off.
Look at him.
Was left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
He's got the Gears of War symbol on his shirt.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
There's nothing like your shirt.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of. How did it get over there? Shifumi was on trash duty.
Closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Very unlucky for Leon that a little piece of shirt fabric fell off.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
I mean, we have proof. The murdered person wrote your name on the wall.
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Oh, you're right. The evidence probably goes onto the... Yeah, it's probably on like a system and they all get a copy of the evidence during courtroom time. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Alright, fine. Well, the game should say that, but okay, I'll take that. I will actually take that.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
This makes more sense than Toko not wolfing out earlier.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Reddit has a tendency to be funny occasionally. They're a bit like YouTube comments. When they're funny, you piss yourself, and when they're not funny, you will want to burn humanity down to its foundation.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
That's you idiot. Yes, you. No, that's wrong. There was another way. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Because he would have fucking... Have you ever tried to throw something like a baseball? It's surprisingly fun. I do it all the time when I have like little rocks in my hand. I do like the pitch throw.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key
Hey, for me.
was...
You need to rub those brain cells together, mate. Okay.
Me?
Do it for me. Settle down, pal. Is it really impossible to have destroyed evidence without the trash room key? No, it is not impossible.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close.
No, you don't have to get
No,
close.
that's wrong.
You don't have to get close, sir. Your amazing pitching arm.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could.
Yeah.
If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yeah, when you look at the image, it looks kind of like it's on some kind of digital device with the little lines going across it. Yeah, okay, fine.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
Okay, well that's one mystery solved. Now let's see if we can find some more plot holes to try and fill in.
But how would you use it?
I'm sure there's loads. Well, fucking throw it, duh.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Yeah.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Maybe Leon is a fairy, you don't know.
Hifumi had the key.
I mean,
So the only
don't
way
say
the
that.
incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
This is the end of you, so...
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
He's
But the
raising it.
distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Nothing for the ultimate
pinpoint
baseball
accuracy
star.
would need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
Easy.
Did someone really do that?
Of course.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Ain't no way you're telling me that it would be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because he is the ultimate baseball star.
I got it!
Hell yeah.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Whoa.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Leon is extremely desperate. Look at his face, bro is losing it.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
Yeah.
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
To be fair, he dies if he gets caught, so he's
Makoto,
doing whatever he
go
can,
ahead
he's
and
losing
review
it.
the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
Yeah, okay, I don't know if you were around for this part, but if you kill someone and you don't get caught, you get to graduate and leave the school. However, if you get caught, you get executed for your crime. So, he's got a lot on the line right now.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Is this the comic book? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like the comic book segment. Mostly because the music is so chill. But also it's right to left, which is a tad confusing. Oh, which ones? Okay, so that's left and right. Oh, look at that. I don't know which button is... Ah, E! Oh, okay, Q and E. Right, got it. Okay, I figured out another button on my laptop. Okay, which one? So this is him going into her room. Oh. Hang on, wait, hang on. Oh yeah, clicking on them gives you a hint. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that would have been helpful when I was trying to figure it out the first time. So she stabs him. He's like, what the fuck? He see the sword's behind him. He's looking at the sword. She stabs him. No. Defend yourself. Then he hits her, she drops the knife. She sees the sword, she's like panicked, she runs off. He tries the door handle and then realizes it's locked because he thinks he's in the girls' room. Would it be... This one's been used. This one's been used, so I'm guessing he's unlocking the door here, isn't he? Where did he get that screwdriver? Did he run all the way back? So then he's got the knife, he's gonna stab her. He stabs her. And then the Leon is there, so... She writes the name. She dies. He fucks off. He finds the lint roller. Got the crystal ball. And then... he throws the t-shirt in. He leaves. But there's one little scrap of fabric left. Nope. Which one's the right button? I can't remember which button's which. Ah! Oh no.
Here's exactly what happened.
N? That can't be right.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Dude, she was the one who was like, you should take that sword. It'll help you with your self-defense. It was only because of she did this to herself. It was her fucking idea to take the sword, and now he's using it for self-defense. shit.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Sorry, I just saw that picture you sent me.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
She's just underneath the podium. He just fucking flungs her dead body like a like. Have you seen those like those skits where, you know how they're trying to like throw corpses or like somebody jumps off of a tall building or something, and then the camera cuts to like a different shot and it's just like a doll being thrown. It's kind of like that. That's just the image that I got immediately in my head.
The killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
That is an hilarious.
They took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate.
They just dragged the corpse to the trial room. Can you imagine how traumatizing? Oh, fucking hell.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Bastard thinking he got away with it.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball,
Solved.
you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Of course he does.
Do I object?
Look at him.
Yes, I object!
Yeah.
Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
I wrote an entire comic about evidence.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Me? What? What's she talking about? Uh-oh. Bullet time battle? Oh, the bullet time battle. That's what it's called. Yeah, oh god. Oh no. Not this. This is the worst part of the class trial. BTB, by the way. Oh, stop it. Okay, so the buttons on the controller correspond with buttons on the laptop keyboard, so as long as I figure out which ones correspond, if it says use the Y button, then I'm fucked because I don't know which button that is. Press the A button. Wait, isn't that just this one? Oh, it's the mouse pad. Oh, it's a mouse. Okay. That I can do. Uh-oh. Not that one. No, not that one. No. No, not that one. Don't do this. Use this method to deal damage. See, I think I lost this the first time because I was genuinely confused about what the fuck it was asking me to do. The way they explain it is not good. In fact, the way it's executed as a mechanic is not good. But anyway. See, the non-stop debate is so fucking good, and then they're like, we need something shit to counteract how good this is. And so they made this. I keep missing a bit of tempo down, all that. Yeah, that's the worst part. It's fucking up my tempo. Don't make it too fast or too slow. Yeah, I remember. Okay, if it's the mouse button, that's fine.
The bathroom doorknob. They didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
I cannot believe it's 10 o'clock and I've been going since 12 in the fucking afternoon. I've been playing this for 10 hours. What did the killer use to take apart the doorknob?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Settle down, pal. Simmer down. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. I know what it is. And I'll tell you. Right when I see it.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Which one is it?
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied.
Oh, that.
Shut up.
Right mouse button.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Right mouse button.
You lied. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Why is it right mouse button? That's stupid. That's dumb. I'm sorry, it's dumb.
Shut up. Stupid.
Since when was it right mouse button?
Where's your proof? This should prove it.
Boom. There's my evidence. 4.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That doesn't make any sense. Left mouse button does not correspond to the A button. Right mouse button does nothing. I'm pressing it right now. It does nothing. Why did it do things then? What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, don't think about it.
There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Don't think about it, you'll have an aneurysm.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Yeah, and the girls
Only the
have...
boys got toolkits.
Oh, 7 kits.
So the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then...
No, it should still be saran wrapped.
The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
Yeah, literally all the guys were saying how they hadn't used their toolkits yet. So presumably none of them are opened except his.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse.
Nah.
Stupid. Stupid.
You got caught, pal. Fess up.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah, we're finished here, baby. We're all done. Oh, fuck you! I deserve that A rank. Hey, I got 95 Monocle coins. I'll be buying my besties some gifts. Without using your concentration skill. Ooh, not from concentrate.
Looks like you've
Nice.
reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Some achievements.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
Don't freak out, Monokuma.
Oh, just
He's
to
really
remind
excited
you
for this
all,
verdict.
Make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
He says that, but I don't think you can actually get punished for not voting. You know, in there was a stage play for Danganronpa that they made, and during one of the trials, Taka didn't vote, and he, I believe, also got executed because that was the punishment for not voting. But I'm pretty sure in the game there is no punishment for not voting. Either there was, and Monokuma just didn't use it when someone didn't vote that one time, or he just didn't care. Or he's lying, and there is no punishment.
Okay, then let's get excited!
It's just something that I had seen when I looked up Taka.
Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one?
The wrong
What's
one,
it gonna
probably.
be? What's it gonna be?
Watch me get picked after all that. Watch everyone be like, I don't know, it was in Makoto's room, so. Oh, Leon. Stupid ass. Shave that stupid fucking goatee. That's it. Get a haircut. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. Oh no, I have to stop speaking again. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. See you in jail. Bro's not going to jail. He is not going to jail. You'll see what happens to him in a minute. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Yeah, you ain't got much choice. You're going up against Monokuma. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. No, you wouldn't, because you would be fucking dead. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. You had your own video. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else. Her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. I wonder what she means by that. Like, what do you mean, things that weren't so pleasant? What did you do? Did you kill someone? I'm pretty sure I made that joke already. Never mind. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
my back hurts. I've been hunched like a shrimp for the past 10 hours playing this. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Yeah, did she already murder someone? I'm wondering about what. Either she murdered someone or casting couch. Those are the two things going through my head right now. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? You don't say. I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? Oh, she seems so nice and lovely on the outside. But inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Yeah, you don't want to do that again. But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. She could pick me up.
Calm down.
With ease, I imagine. Anyway, if you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened, Leon Kawata, will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Yep.
You mean execution?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second!
Nope, no waiting. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. No, you didn't.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that a thing?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? Yeah, you disarmed her. Everything you did after that was murder. It stopped being self-defense when she dropped her weapon and ran away from you. After she shot herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? Yeah, he saw his opportunity to get out after that. Because it was self-defense for a little while, and then after she ran away, he was like, well, my chance to graduate.
So, that's
No.
why...
That's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
No. Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. So what? If it wasn't for you, never would have happened to Sayaka. Or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway. more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey.
No more begging.
Come on
No more
now.
excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Is it really a rule to not kill anyone? I don't think that's in the guidebook, is it?
Now then, I
He encourages
a
it.
very special punishment.
For Leon Kawata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no.
I can't imagine the fear he must be feeling.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Because he really doesn't want to die. He does not face his death with dignity like other characters do. Oh dear. Off he goes. Bye, Leon. Such a brutal first execution. Perfectly sets the tone for all of the other ones. But they were just staring while it happened. They couldn't get in, to be fair. There's a... No one looked... Yeah, to be fair. I mean... Cool and unusual indeed. No, he doesn't like baseball, so... I guess it relates to their ultimate. But at the same time, yeah. Imagine being killed by the sport that you fucking despise. I would hate to be- I hate baseball, so I fully understand where he's coming from. I think baseball is the most boring fucking sport on the planet. Aside from, like, you know, golf. But I would hate to be killed by fucking baseballs. Trauma! Yeah, so, like... It's... yeah, no one looked away. I mean, to be fair... I don't see any of the characters not wanting to look... I mean, maybe they were still wondering, like, would it happen? I mean, none of them looked away after it started happening. I guess they were all just frozen in shock. And then after they saw their first horrific execution, they were like, well, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. So they probably just watched all the others with rapt attention. Anyway. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, die. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, evil, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, because we're trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
Everyone? When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Oh, sorry. I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Yeah, there's a whole game to play. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Interesting trio of characters to make that happen. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was... uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed a small smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. You're possessed by the ghost of Sayaka. And then there were 12. Oh, look at that. He was pretty cute. Bless him. One is the loneliest number. Woo! We did it! We got through the whole fucking chapter 1 before the day ended. I'm not playing this. I'm not. No. What button? This one. I'm not playing this game. No. 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 Yes. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not. Fuck off, Monica. I'm not playing this. Oh, bedtime! Oh, I need a drink. My throat hurts. Oh. What a fucking... What a game. Okay. Hopefully... Here's hoping that the next time... I quit because I can't handle the music right now in my brain. My head hurts. Hopefully when I next play this game, it won't be quite so long because we won't have an entire prologue. I don't think that any of the other trials are really... Are they all that long? I think they are, aren't they? I'm pretty sure Trial 3 took ages. I don't know what your favourite trials are, but my favourite was the 5th one, followed closely by the 4th one. The 5th one mostly because I have this thing where I just tend to figure it all out right at the start. And because of the way Trial 5 was, we didn't even know who the victim was. That one was my favourite. It was just really, really cool. And I was genuinely like, I was stumped and I was figuring it out as it went along. But Trial 3 was so shit. I took like a week off playing the game because it was so bad. It pissed me off. Not only did I figure it out from the beginning, but there was a lot of stupid shit that was happening that really pissed me off. And also, you know not the bullet time battle. The what is it? Non-stop debates. You have to like combine the right bullet with the right weak point. Well, I did that. I made every fucking combination possible, and the game was like, no, that's wrong. Not that kind of no, that's wrong, but no, that's wrong to me for trying to get it correct. And it just kept fucking doing that. And then I went and I tried the same combination that I'd already tried, and then the game was like, yeah, that's correct. And then I could proceed. And that was like right at the start, and it pissed me off because I could have sworn I already tried that combination of bullets and words. And it wouldn't let me the first time, and then I tried every other combination, and then it worked when I cycled back to the one that it was. And I thought that was so stupid. It wasted my time and it pissed me off, and then it ruined the whole trial for me. And then because the rest of the trial was so bullshit and badly written, that just continued. It was just a downward spiral of pissing me off. So yeah, I can't wait till we get to that one. I will have many complaints about how bad that trial is. Stupid. How long have I been playing this? We're at 4 hours now. 9 hours. 9 hours? 9 hours? 9 hours? 9 hours. Fuck off. 9 hours? Shut up. Ain't no way I've not played this for 9 hours. Die. Just die. It's so unnecessary. Who plays a game for 9 hours? Yeah, mysteries are great. I can't believe I never got interested in Danganronpa before. If I'd known that it was a murder mystery, I would have played this shit years ago. I'm gonna play chapter 2. And we're gonna I have a lot to complain about. I like chapter 2. Don't get me wrong. However, Sunday Eve? No, Sunday morning. Sunday day. We'll start at 12 again, Sunday. And then it will probably continue on into the evening. It might be a little bit shorter though, because I didn't have the prologue to do. Midday. Yeah, midday. Raincoat is also a murder mystery? Raincoat's not out yet. I don't think. Is it? I don't know. I'll play it. I'll buy it and play it. I don't care. I'll play any Spike Chunsoft murder mystery. It's happening. I'm gonna need my Danganronpa fix after I'm done with these ones. I just want them to make another Danganronpa. Because once these games end and I'm gonna say goodbye to these characters, I will cry. Really, the trial is where a lot of Danganronpa tends to fall apart. It's got the most interesting mechanics, but the plot holes are unreal. The plot holes and the errors and the offensive levels of fuck-ups a lot of the time. Particularly regarding the twin-tailed glasses-wearing character that I'm looking at right now. Oh, you're meeting somebody? Change the dates. Because it's only you that joins me for Danganronpa, so that doesn't really matter. What's your favourite trial? If you can still remember them. Question. Do we think Leon is a bad person? I don't think he's good or bad, kind of cowardly and an asshole. Yeah, I think that's pretty much right on the money. He's a prick. He's a bit full of it. A bit of a pussy. And, he definitely murdered that girl. He had no reason to come running back in with his fucking little knickknacks to bust down that door. He had no reason. No reason to be doing all that. He was playing the game. Yeah. But think about what would have happened if he hadn't. Because he broke Sayaka's wrist. She was stuck in the bathroom. Pull up a chair in front of it. Run out the room. Shut the door. Screaming down the hallways. Sayaka just tried to fucking murder me. She gets excommunicated from the group and nobody ever talks to her again because she's a known killer. Or at least a known attempted murderer. Leon gets held up as this guy who outed a potential killer to the rest of the group. Sayaka gets locked in her room and fed every dinner time, every day, until the end of the killing game. So, like, 2 people will go to bring her dinner, and they unlock the door, slide it into her, and then shut it and lock it again. Somebody else gets to keep her key. Like, no, he wouldn't have gone out, but, like, if he just left, think about the way the dynamics would have changed. Because he had proof that she had attacked him. I mean, to be fair, if he broke her wrist, she could have just said he attacked me, but then, you know. He was playing the game. He was doing exactly what Byakuya would have approved of him doing, which is going in and giving it a shot. So, except Byakuya probably would have, like, succeeded, because he's just that kind of guy.